doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. He's the man. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 3 down. 3 down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ready? 180. 80. Check the tight end. Check the tight. Check tight. Check it back. Check it back.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, 59 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 25 on second down, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Kill.
On second and 11 now. Allen, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Allen, he'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Rush in.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Tight end right.
Here's Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 34 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And out of a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready? 56. Check 56. Hey, here we go. Ready?
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to let one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one?
And oh, he coughed it up. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
Switch up.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nick Chubb. 77 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the Wolf, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Harris to return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half as they have taken the lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A toss play to Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Allen now looks to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Allen going to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Check safety, check safety. Check 26, check 26.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 29, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is Harris. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Allen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 99.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
52's the mic, boys. 52. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And again, it's Allen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And here's Allen to throw again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
An adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
52. 54. Let's go. Slam, slam. 49, check 49, check 49. Action.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming. Get it.
Newton on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air again, Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Gun.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Redskins 35.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harris. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36, 36. 20. Check 25. Hey, Zoo.
Now Allen going to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Get ready. Check 3.
Tight. Switch. Alert.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Going for it on 4th down. Allen able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 52 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Come on, boy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mack Wilson able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Middle.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's track. Hey, alert 3. Alert.
Weapon.
Begin.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's brought in by Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mike 52.
Throwing is Allen on third. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Logan. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Right, 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Wide, get wide.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Dante Fowler in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Watch the eye.
Another run here with Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Allen now looks to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Alert! 3 down. Check 52.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch the pass.
They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.